Stop.
Yo, I'm Bob. Into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Going to be unboxing another IDW turtle from BSTAXN, the Loyal Subjects line. This is Raph. I wonder if they made him a tank. I don't know. I would imagine he might be a bit bigger, or perhaps a bit more buff. He's really cool in this incarnation. I mean, I've always really liked Raph anyway, so. And what I've read of him so far, in the comic transcripts and stuff, I've really enjoyed his arc. Kind of interesting how he started out by himself after he was mutated. He's kind of on his own for a pretty good bit. All right, so probably not going to be able to see him in the tray. I don't want to take the lid off. So what I'm going to do, of course, as I usually do, is pause this, break him out of his figure tray, and we'll have a closer look. So, back in the blink of an eye.
Pause video, record space.
All right, Raph is out of his packaging. He comes with lots of stuff. So I've attached a couple of Psy holding hands. Looks like he's holding them straight out in front of him. If you attach these hands, these are the only hands that seem to hold the size. Right. He does look a bit bulky, but that's okay because I mean he's Raph. And he has a little bandolier going down his torso. I've only got one of the throwing stars placed in there. They stay in there okay. I'm just afraid they're going to fall out. But he comes with three little throwing stars that he can kind of have strapped across his chest. So there he is from the back. We'll put his size on his back in a minute. So he's got, basic turtle shell. Little places to hold his little size there in the back, or he can hold his pair of tonfa. We'll have him holding those in a minute. Like how he turned out. He's got pretty tight joints. Nothing loose on him whatsoever, and I like how he can hold his size. I don't really want to chance putting them in the other hands. They don't look like they'll fit in there at all. I mean, they do look like, two of them do look like gripping hands, but I'm afraid they might break the fingers or something. Because these fingers are made out of a really tight plastic, and to me they look, they look very sturdy, but at the same time I'm kind of afraid they'll break. I don't think they will though. But yeah, I think he looks a bit more bulky in the chest, maybe. Possibly the arms. And the facial expression, the head that I have on him right now, it looks like he's got his teeth bared. He's pretty mad. So the way Raph was introduced in IDW, I really liked. I mean, because the turtles were mutated and he got separated from everybody else. So he was kind of on his own for months and months, trying to get a feel for who he was. And I love how he meets Casey in IDW. Casey's lost his mom. His dad is taken to the bottle, and Raph overhears a domestic disturbance. He comes in there and gives Casey's dad what for, and that's how they start hanging out. I love Raph because, yeah, he is an angry boy, but at the same time, he's angry at injustices. He doesn't like bullies, so he comes right up in there. he kind of knocks Arnold out, and that's how he and Casey start hanging out. I mean, Casey is going through some stuff in the IDW incarnation, so I kind of like how Raph and Casey meet in this incarnation.
Pause video space. Resume.
So he has
Stop taking. Pause video.
he has a shuriken throwing hand. kind of have one of the stars there tweezed between his fingers. I think that's how he holds it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but yeah, he's able to place one of those in his hand. I'd love to be able to fit all three of them on his chest. They seem to stay in there, but they're a bit loose in there. The little prongs on the ends, they fit in the little holes on his bandolier, but I don't know if they want to stay in there too well. If I had him on a figure stand, kind of filming him on the ground, maybe that would work a little better, but I'm not really able to film that way yet, anyway. Yeah, he's got a little throwing star there. Needs to take on some foot baddies, or maybe some old Hobbs gang. We need an old Hobb action figure, like yesterday. Mutated alley cat.
Stop. Pause video. Space. Resume.
Alright, so he has a pair of Tonfa. I like that these guys come with additional weapons. I haven't gotten to the transcripts where they use new weapons, although the weapons aren't really described in the transcripts or summaries. Or maybe they are. I haven't gotten to summaries, if they are, where he uses Tonfa. I'd like to think they're trained in more than just their signature weapons that they use. So in terms of how he's holding the Tonfa here, I think I've got them right. The only other Tonfa weapons I've seen are Maris Brood's lightsaber Tonfa from The Force Unleashed. She had a pair of lightsabers that had, you know, the handles to where they could be held, you know, straight out in front of her. And so this is kind of how I have his Tonfa. Although he could probably hold them... he could probably hold them vertically if he wanted to. This is just kind of how I've got him straight out in front of him. Because if he was holding them upright, I don't know if he'd have the ability to bap anyone. Wouldn't have very much in the way of range with the Tonfa there if he was holding them upright. It's pretty cool additional accessories for him to use, though. Maybe he's not wanting to unalive whoever he's going up against. Maybe just wants to give him a couple of good knocks on the noggin, knock him out.
Pause video. Space. Resume.
You're able to, of course, store his size on his back. I got to get used to this. I'm used to the Playmates RAF where he had them on the front of his belt. But this is a really cool way for him to store them too. I like them either way. It's not something that's, you know, like a major gripe or anything. I really like him on his back.
Stop. Pause. Space. Resume.
All right. So you can fit all of his throwing stars into the bandolier going across his chest. I'm praying to the turtle Maturin right now. On his shell he holds the earth, that if these fall, that my carpet does not eat them, and that I'm able to find them right away. They seem to be fitting in there rather well for now, so I guess as long as I don't jostle them or whatever. You just have to make sure that they're placed in their little bandolier slots, and the prongs of the throwing stars, they fit right through the bottom there. So it looks like they're staying in there pretty well right now. I just wanted to try and show him with his throwing stars going across the chest. It looks really cool. He's raring to go. Got the size on his back, ready to go out. Taking some names, all that good stuff.
Stop. Pause video recording button. Space. Resume.
So he has an alternate head. I'm guessing he's got a less angry expression. Or maybe he's more angry here. It doesn't look like his teeth are bared. And then he has an open left hand. Maybe he could hold a throwing star in between two of his fingers, though. I don't know. They look a little too open to be able to hold that. But 10 out of 10 for Raph here. They packed him with, you know, his signature weapons. He's got Tonfa. He's got throwing stars. I love when the boys have additional ninja weaponry. Because, you know, back in the day, I liked all their variants. We got wacky weaponry out the wazoo. But stuff like Tonfa and, you know, the little short swords for Leo. Love that kind of stuff. So that'll do for IDW Raph. And next time we're going to be taking a look at Michelangelo. So be here for that, and I will hear you then.
Stop taking video.